This is the ultimate review of the Unihertz Tank. This is a long-lasting, rugged, and feature-packed smartphone. Hi everyone, this is JD, your gadget review friend. Welcome, and welcome back to Gadget Rev Now. If there's one smartphone brand that stands out for me, as they're not afraid to push the limits and comfort of design and feature, that will be Unihertz. Few months back, we reviewed the Jelly 2E, which pushes the limit on how small a smartphone can be, and today they've done it again by creating a rugged, big battery and feature-packed smartphone, the Unihertz Tank. So today we will unbox it, talk about the features, and do a test of the Unihertz Tank. Let's go to work. Let's quickly unbox this smartphone to see what you would get for $399. On top, you will have a slim box, and inside of it, you have a transparent plastic protector, a tempered glass protector, the manual, and the warranty guide. In the middle, you have the Unihertz Tank. It is covered by plastic, but I already tested this phone before I made this unboxing video, so just so you know. And at the bottom, you have a 66-watt super fast charger and the USB Type-C cable. And I think that's it. We don't have the case or wired earphones. I don't think you would need a case on this, as the phone is rugged enough to withstand drop and beating. So this is everything that you would get from this package. I think the 66 watts charger and the phone itself are the highlights of this package. Now let's talk about the feature. Let's start with one of the extreme features of this phone, the camera. The image and video quality, I would say it's not as close as the competition like Pixel 6a, the iPhone SE 2022 or Galaxy A5 III, but it is good enough, useful, and a bit extreme. The output you would get from this phone is pretty decent, but what stands out the most is the infrared camera that can literally see in the dark. I will put iPhone 14 Pro to test versus the Unihertz Tank in pitch black condition. In terms of image stabilization, the EIS is pretty smooth. This is without EIS, it's a bit wobbly. And this is 2K at 60 FPS with electronic image stabilization. The image looks good in well-lit situation. The 108 megapixel camera will give you good details. Colors are fairly natural and highlights and exposure is sufficient to lit up the subject. You have the macro lens for close-up and infrared photos that is black and white. This is the rear camera video recording of the Unihertz Tank. It's 2K at 60 FPS. The EIS or electronic image stabilization is off, so we have to turn it on. It also has the huge 22,000 miliampere battery, and Unihertz promises 100 days of standby on their lab test. On my personal test, I cannot kill this phone for 2 to 3 days, maybe a week for me. For people who love to be entertained on their phone watching hours and hours of videos, movies, and drama series, for people who loves gaming all day, and anyone traveling or camping without the accessibility in charging, this phone will suit you well. The design of this phone is edgy, and for someone who loves unibody or minimalist look, it is something to be desired when you decide to purchase this phone. It looks more of a construction design than something cute that a teenager will use. The rugged and heavy-duty look is for active and high-octane work that needs less care. Accidental press could also be an issue, as you have multiple buttons on both sides, and as you grip the phone, you would more likely to press the buttons because of its weight. You need a stronger grip. There's a rubber gasket to cover the charging port, a good water or splash-proof seal. I found putting a lanyard or strap makes it easier for me to carry the phone without putting it on my pocket. I like how you can easily swap the SIM cards. You can just pull the SIM tray with your nail. The big battery and heavy-duty frame constitutes the weight of the smartphone at 560 grams. It is as heavy as holding 3 smartphones. The shortcut key of this phone is the most underrated feature of this phone. You can assign a function or app to open when either short pressing, double pressing, or long pressing the keys. It also acts as a camera trigger when you're in the camera app, and the display has a lift to wake function, so you don't have to click on the physical buttons all the time. If we talk about feature, the one standout feature of this phone aesthetically is the presence of flashlight at the back. Seriously, it is quite a looker because it occupies the back, bigger than the camera modules. Outside when walking in public, this flashlight is getting much attention as people are asking what it is. But if you don't care how it looks, this is one bright flashlight that you can take anywhere. It has 1200 lumens that can light up the whole room. This phone is powered by MediaTek MT6789 or the Helio G99. If you need comparison, it is as fast as Snapdragon 695 that is also power efficient because of the 6nm processor. The 2GHz octa-core Helio G99 is coupled with 8GB of RAM that results into a smooth performing phone. This is a perfect gaming phone, though you won't get the best graphic performance, but because of the huge 22,000 mAh battery, it's an easy whole-day gaming phone for everyone. And not just for gaming, with that big 256GB of storage, you can install so many apps and save so many images, 2K videos, and music. It also offers OTG, so if ever you run out of storage capacity, you can simply transfer the media files on an external storage. I know in today's generation, you may find it hard to find a phone with a headphone jack. Almost every phone now doesn't have it, but this phone was able to accommodate a headphone jack. The loudspeaker is sitting at the back of the phone and sometimes the sound feels far away because of the trajectory, but extremely loud when you put it in the table. Here's the sample of the phone's speaker quality. And as we talk about the screen, it has an extreme 6.8-inch display with a 1220.5:9 aspect ratio, and the bezels are pretty minimal, although the sides are a little bit thicker compared to the newer phones today. There's no mention of the technology, but looking at the blacks, I think this is an LCD panel. It is a 1080p Full HD panel with 397 ppi and advertised to have 90Hz refresh rate, which makes the animation and transition extra smooth. We also have the fast and reliable side-mounted fingerprint sensor that also acts as a power button. The good thing about the sensor is it's always active, so you don't have to press the power button. Place your finger gently and it will unlock the phone. I find it very reliable in my daily use. I seriously don't have any issue unlocking the phone. The face recognition is less reliable, but it's there when you need it. This phone also has dual SIM capability, and both SIM can support 4G connectivity. I've used SIM with different bandwidth and both seems to work properly. Both also has VoLTE. The MediaTek MT6789 or the Helio G99 is only 4G, but for most people, this will be good enough. This phone also has NFC, so you can do file sharing, contactless payment, and use programmable NFC tags. So what is Gadget Rev Now's verdict? Is Unihertz Tank worth it? This is a very unique phone that the features it offers are something consumers wanted to have. Back on those days when you have the Nokia phone that lasts for a week, this phone mimics it, but in a smartphone body and brain. With its long-lasting 22,000 mAh battery, a tank build, bright flashlight, and a great performance, this is an extreme phone, a long-lasting, rugged, and feature-packed phone, and yes, it is worth it. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to purchase this phone, I will leave the link in the description below. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.